The word giving birth will undoubtedly conjure up the most dramatic images in your mind, won't it? A woman screaming bloody murder, doctors going, "Breathe, breathe," possibly a husband fainting. It's a melodrama like no other. But have you seen animals giving birth? It's an entirely different ballgame altogether, but astonishing too. When watching the videos from this list, you're going to be stunned at the workings of nature. You're going to ask, why don't humans give birth like that? It's pretty darn interesting to see how animals look when giving birth. Did you know baby dogs pop out of a sack? From an elephant calf just dropping out effortlessly to the birth of a cheetah, what you're about to see here is unbelievable, if not magical. Keep watching till number 1, where you'll see the birth of a red kangaroo that is simply amazing. Elephant. Did you know that an elephant will delay her own labor during the day because elephants prefer giving birth at night? It's fascinating. They also carry a baby for 22 months. Just imagine a human female being pregnant for that long a time. I guess she'd get really cranky. But for an elephant, it's no big deal. Moreover, an elephant calf weighs almost 250 pounds at birth. Oh, that's one big baby. What's amazing is the birth canal elongates like a python, stretching down until an amniotic sac pops out with a gush of fluids and blood soon after. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for y'all that'll take only 5 seconds to complete. So, here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, follow us, and mention a friend in the comments, and you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Try it. It really works. Twin tiger cubs.
It's now 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Caitlin's been in labour.
Tigers are magnificent and intimidating animals. But when it involves giving birth, they just want a quiet, secluded spot. Unlike humans crying for attention, a female tiger will prepare her own den and lie down in it. Look at the video. You can see the vulnerability in the eyes of this female, and yet they don't need assistance. A tigress in labor is one of the most docile and heartwarming sights you could hope to see on the internet. A tigress will give birth to maybe 1 or 2 cubs, but unlike the elephant, a tigress is pretty much exhausted after the event. But be sure to watch this video completely, because you're going to see an expression on this young mother's face that says, "Whoa, another one?" Yes, she gives birth to twins. Cheetah. Okay, if the elephant giving birth popped your eyes out, here's something milder but equally incredible. It's a cheetah giving birth. But get this, that's no ordinary cheetah. It's Milani of the Metro Richmond Zoo in Virginia, and this was her first time giving birth at 3 years old. Cheetahs are highly sensitive animals, and for them, a birth is a no-nonsense solitary affair. Take a look. She sits down and voila, a wiggling baby. That's enough to make any human envious. Imagine the amount of cash saved. Milani gave birth to 5 cheetah cubs that night on September 19, 2014. Amazing, isn't it? Dolphin. It's a pretty rare event to see a dolphin giving birth. If you thought it's a messy affair, well, it isn't. However, it could be a long process, and dolphins are really patient mammals. Watching this video of a dolphin giving birth at Dolphin Quest in Hawaii is incredible. You can see how the female keeps thrusting and contracting herself to try and push the calf out. The fact that this is a birth underwater makes it an easier process. The little calf's tail juts out, and it seems Junior's just taking his own sweet time. But be prepared for a sit-up moment, because as soon as he wiggles out, he's already swimming like a pro. Look at the little dude go, just right alongside Mom. Stingray giving birth. Could you ever imagine witnessing a stingray giving birth? Well, keep watching this video, and you will. Here is a rare event of a stingray giving birth to 12 babies. That's pretty unusual, considering the fact they deliver 5 to 6 at a time. This video by 12-year-old Miller Wilson is the most amazing thing you'll see today. He's actually helping this mother by pulling out her babies. How about that? I thought you weren't supposed to do something like that, but hey, Looks like it's working. And get this, stingrays can be deadly, and yet this little guy is holding one with his bare hands. That's one big trust bond established right there. This mama stingray delivered 12 babies, 2 off camera. A few days later, he sees Big Mama and her babies healthy and well. Be careful there, Miller. We lost one of our great outback outdoorsmen, the great crocodile hunter, due to a stingray sting. So, blessings to you, my man. Rhino. A rhino giving birth? You won't see that every day, will you? Rhinos carry their babies for almost 18 months, but will only give birth to just one calf every 2.5 years. A 20-year-old healthy South African white rhino giving birth to her 3rd calf. Captured at a zoo in Tel Aviv, this could have easily been missed because it happened so fast. Similar to elephants, a rhinoceros birth is a no-nonsense affair. Sit, squat, and out pops Junior. At birth, a typical rhino calf will weigh around 45 kilograms, but is pretty weak until, with mama's help, they soon stand up and start walking. Animals can truly teach us humans a thing or two. Sea lion.
Okay. Yeah, she's in pain.
Well, we finally see an animal that can compare to humans when it comes to the birthing process. A 7-hour labor. Well, that's intense. From the looks of it, this mama seal is having a pretty rough time. You can hear her shrieks and cries too. While most furry sea lions give birth quickly, this one isn't so lucky. Ultimately, after a long and painful labor, the baby is born, but not before the female has to fight off an over-enthusiastic male wanting to mate. Well, that's men for you. Giraffe. Well, it just gets better and better. Here we have a giraffe giving birth. And take a look at the male. This is one cool dude who, unlike a human dad freaking out, is assisting his mate. A reassuring touch here, a sniff there as if to say, honey, you got this. Unlike all other animals, here's a mysterious fact that baffles experts too. How on earth does a newborn animal fall from 3 meters and survive? Well, that's the natural process of every newborn giraffe being born. Crazy, isn't it? Moreover, mama giraffe will keep nudging the baby till it gets up and stands on its own. A baby giraffe has really long legs, which are its weak points. That is why it's important for it to stand immediately. Watching this little guy discover his legs and walking around is the cutest thing ever. Horse. A horse giving birth may be a common sight for many, but it is equally amazing. Horses are strong and resilient animals, and giving birth is a peaceful and private affair. A mare will not need to spend too long in her stable, as labor is hardly an issue with horses. As you can see, minutes before the calf is due, mama just needs some peace and quiet and grass for a soft spot for baby, and that's it. A snort here and there, a brief sit down, and out comes baby. Pretty magical, isn't it? What's really cool about a little horse is that immediately after being born, they're just kicking and raring to go. Look at those little hooves, just he's ready to go, man. Open the door. Is that a door? Can I go up? What's past this? I want to go outside. Is there an outside? What's out there? Looks like a big field. I'm ready to go play in the field. Is that a field? What's a field? Kangaroo. Now this is one rare scene of a red kangaroo giving birth. Can you imagine a creature as tiny and frail as that climbing out of its mother's uterus? What's unbelievable is that a baby kangaroo is still an embryo when it crawls out of its mother. How extraordinary is that? As you can see, a kangaroo birth isn't much of a melodramatic affair. There already isn't any labor involved. All pink with no fur and blind, a baby red kangaroo will crawl out of mama after 33 days. This is one animal birth that's as painless and easy as saying cheese. The baby kangaroo is born at an immature stage and will weigh no more than 1 gram. Once it attaches itself to one of the female's teats, it will eventually take several weeks or months till it's full grown and ready to explore on its own. Which of these videos of animals giving birth has fascinated you the most? Let me know in the comments below.